My name is Andrea Faison. It's Andrea Faison. It's Andrea Faison. And I got into CBD about, we would say about 4 years ago. Originally, I had been introduced to Five Links. And at that particular time, they were selling various or marketing various products such as phones. They also offer business services. And with that being said, later on, about a year and a half, 2 years in, we were introduced to CBD. And so it has just been booming ever since. We have various products, and the products that we actually have are creams. We have pain creams. We also have lotions that we just come out with about 3 months ago, I believe it is. And it works over your entire body. We have some aromatherapy, which some people, they purchase and then they take it to the massage parlor or masseuse or what have you, and they utilize it as well. We have two different types of pain cream. We have one called Gen X, and it's both of them are good. I've tried each one of them. One of them, the one that I've tried, that's a newer brand. It's more liquidy than the original ones are. And these products actually range from about when the percentage of the milligrams rather, they range from about 25 milligrams to 1,500 milligrams. And so actually, when I was introduced to CBD, I was just really enthralled with it. I saw how it worked. And personally, let me inform you all that I am actually worked with the public for many years, my profession. I actually have my bachelor's degree in sociology, and then I have my master's in human services. So I love working with people. Personally, I don't like medication, so this really kind of geared me towards CBD because it gives you options, and I wanted to introduce people to it because of sometimes people are allergic to it and what have you, and so I wanted to give them some options where they can choose whichever they desire to use. Also, I've worked, as I stated, with the public for many years. I have also worked in retail. I've also worked with children for the school system here in Cumberland County from kindergarten through 12th grade, which I loved because, you know, kids, even though we are the teacher, sometimes we get a little personal, or I do. Sometimes kids come to school and they're having a bad day or what have you. I have learned from, you know, having my kids, of course, that sometimes when kids are not having a good day, it's not because they're a bad child. It's just that sometimes things are just bothering them. They're having problems at home or what have you. And so I like to talk to them. And once I do talk to them and they do open up, then the rest of the day goes well. So just like, as I said, I love people. I'm just very passionate. Sometimes I see people, and when I'm out, if I see an elderly person and they're having a difficult time opening the door, I don't mind giving a helping hand because I think that, you know, if you help someone, someone will help you as well. And so, as I stated, I'm here from North Carolina, actually, but I grew up until I graduated from high school in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm kind of like, you know, all around kind of person. I don't meet really strangers. I talk to people. You know, I think being friendly, being kind is the best way to be. And of course, with me doing this business, I have to be kind. I have to be nice. I have to, you know, be approachable. You understand? Okay. Well, I do, when I'm out, sometimes I do see people and oh my goodness, from young people, like teenagers, older teenagers to young adults, and then seniors. I'm seeing a lot of people that are having aches and pains. They're limping. I could be sitting in the parking lot or what have you. And I'm seeing people with aches and pains. They're limping. And mainly they've had surgeries. And I approach them and they'll tell me that they had some type of surgery, or they'll tell me that they have arthritis, and it's various ailments that they're having. Some people say they have anxieties or what have you. And so if they tell me that they're having aches and pains, I do introduce them to our pain creams. And as I stated, we have a new one that came out called Gen X. And so some people choose that particular one, and then they choose the original one that we've had. And so I also ask them what type of pain are they having, because there's different levels of pain. And so if they have moderate pain, I do introduce them to not just the cream. I introduce them to we have what you call PDQ. Now our PDQ, I love it because actually the acronym means pretty darn quick. So with that being said, I have one particular customer. She's a business owner, and so she tried the first one, and so I wanted to introduce her to our new one because I was very excited. So she actually tried it. And one day when I went to take her product, she kind of nudged her shoulder. And I'm like, are you okay? She says, my shoulder hurts. So I said, okay. And I actually had my PDQ in my purse. So I said, here. I said, had her to move her shirt a little bit. And I sprayed some PDQ on her shoulder. And so we were talking. She's actually, even though she's a business owner, she's a friend of mine. And so minutes later, I said, how's your shoulder? She nudged her shoulder and says, oh, it's fine. And I was just really impressed because it was like she just didn't think about it anymore. So I was like, okay, it does stand up to its name pretty darn quick. So anyway, I was well pleased with that. And so when she tried the new Gen X, I actually asked her about that. And so she said, oh, it's okay. So I says, well, how did you put it on? And she says, well, I put the cream on and then I sprayed it. I said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to actually spray it first. I said, because of the alcohol that's in it, it's going to absorb through your skin a lot faster. I says, then you put on the cream. She was sold. She called me and she said, it works fine. She says, I love it. And she has not changed. She still, I still have the Gen X for her. And so then sometimes when I talk to people, I have had people to love our coffee. Oh my goodness, our coffee is amazing. As I stated, I don't really like medicine, okay? I've had some issues with it as well as my daughter. And so when I was listening to our former coach, he was saying about how the coffee, and we have two different types of coffee. We have Montevita coffee, and then we have the CBD coffee. And they actually have the same ingredients. The only difference is Montevita does not have CBD. So with that being said, we have our coffee, which is our Montevita coffee. They have Ramon seeds. And this is actually natural ingredients, okay? You don't have a lot of caffeine in it. People say it makes them shake or what have you. That is not the case with our coffee. And so with our Montevita, it comes with various, and it's gourmet, come with various flavors. And I love the vanilla. I love the hazelnut as well. We have Colombian coffee. And so it's really good. And what I didn't say or mention, but I am now, our coffee is wellness coffee. Everything that we actually, when it comes to anything that you consume or our CBD products, is for wellness. And so with that being said, our Montevita coffee, as well as our CBD coffee, the only difference is, as I stated, the Montevita doesn't have any CBD in it. And so with that being said, for example, I often inform people because sometimes people, the doctor tell them to lose weight. And so actually, both coffees can help you lose weight. Reason being is because we have the Ramon seeds in there, and it's actually an agent to help people lose weight. We do suggest that for people that have diabetes or just want to lose a few pounds, okay? And so the Montevita, it is very, very good. And I like the fact that it has a lot of vitamins. I had a vitamin deficiency once, and when I discovered that I didn't have to take medicine and Montevita was mentioned to me, I was like, if all I have to do is just drink Montevita coffee and then I can get the vitamins and minerals that I need, I'm like superb, because I couldn't swallow actual pills. I would get choked, and every time I had to, I would have a fear of swallowing, not being able to swallow them. Plus, it doesn't really it tastes pretty good when you have to crush your pills. So with that being said, coffee was my solution. And I never was a coffee drinker, hated coffee, but the aroma, I loved the coffee. And so when I tasted the various flavors, I was sold. I love my vanilla and I love the hazelnut. But actually, I tried all of them. And guess what? They really don't taste much difference. Only thing is, if it says hazelnut, you taste that flavor. And if it says vanilla, you taste that as well. But the Colombian coffee, okay, now the CBD coffee is actually, it's a wellness coffee. And let me explain the reason why we have CBD coffee. We have a system called the endocannabinoid system. And with that being said, the CBD, that is all natural plant. Okay, it was created for health reasons, okay? They extract the CBD, it's 0.3% hemp, okay? So people assume that it's marijuana. No, it's, as I stated, it's 100% hemp. So with that being said, it does too have all the wellness ingredients in it as well. And so because we have an endocannabinoid system, the CBD helps kind of like fire up. If something is going wrong in our system, in our body, it kind of like fires it up and gets it back into its original state. And let me inform you all that you also have to utilize it or consume it like you do regular medication. You take your medicine every day and you feel pretty good. Well, you utilize the products every day, our oil, the pain cream and so forth, you're gonna see the results, okay? With the coffee, I would say you will probably, if you want to lose weight, you will probably see a difference in your weight. First, it starts out, mind you not now, we don't create miracles, but what does happen is you're gonna begin to see inches fall, okay? As you step on your scale, you're gonna see inches. And then you're gonna get to pounds. So I would actually say within about 30 days, you're gonna see the results of losing some weight. And you're going to feel pretty good because of all of the vitamins and the nutrients that is in the coffee. Now, mind you not now, Montevita does not have CBD, but it also is very effective and it does the same thing. It will help you lose weight. Now, I also suggest, even with utilizing the other products, okay, now mind you not, you do need to eat properly, okay? The doctor tells us that. And you also need to, if possible, work out, do a little bit of exercise. And what I love about the Montevita, because it is a weight loss agent as well, some people may not, because of the obesity, they may not be able to get up and move around as much. But this is what I love about these coffees. Okay, when you start losing inches, you're going to be able to get up, okay? And it's going to give you energy as well because of all the vitamins and minerals. So you're going to be able to get up, just take a few steps around your house, in your room, okay? Then you're going to begin to feel better. And guess what? You can walk a little bit further. Go outside in your yard and walk around. And as you drink the coffee and you eat properly, then you can go move outside of your yard and maybe take a walk, down the street, a block maybe. And you will begin to feel better, and then you will be able to walk more and get more energy and become more healthy. Mind you not, it's very important to make sure that you eat properly. And what I mean, you eat a proper diet. Also, whenever you use the CBD, anything that says CBD, make sure that you consult your doctor because that's very important. We want to make sure that you okay it with your doctor. Now, mind you not, there are some times that the doctors, because they don't quite understand either, they may tell you, no, you don't need to do that. However, we do inform you that everything has come from our coffee and the cream, pain creams and so forth. When these CBD, when it was created, okay, because we're here in the United States, the company has chosen a particular company to get the hemp from. And so we actually have the best. And you got to think about it. If anything comes from overseas, it may not be like United States, okay? And so with that being said, it might have some particles in it. It may not have been tested or so forth. But we have a letter from the company that states that our products have been tested, and we don't have any particles in our products that may cause you any harm. Okay, our products are different, and this is the reason why, because we actually make sure that we are communicating and dealing with a company that are making sure that they go by the rules and regulations in order to produce our products, and they are tested as well. And so with that being said, you do have to make a decision now. Do your research. I do recommend everyone to, if they are considering it or if they have utilized it and they weren't pleased, please do your research first, because all hemp is not is not what it's created to be. Okay, meaning they put like it's 50% or 50 milligrams of CBD. Some cases that they have been tested, theirs was not 50%. 50 milligrams. So please understand that there is some companies out here, mine for one, that do make sure that everything is done sufficiently. Okay. And we are, guess what? We are the product of the product. We test the product. Okay. And so with that being said, we inform the chairman, okay, this is not working. We have come out with some products and they're no longer products because, we want to make sure that everyone is pleased. We want to make sure that we market top products that you all can utilize and you see results. And whatever is stated on our bottle when you begin to read it, or when you go on my website, and if you scroll up, you're going to see actually the ingredients that are in the products. And so if you feel like, okay, this is not accurate or what have you, but of course, we cannot do that, even though some people do, but we are an upstanding company. And so we take pride in our products. And because I use the products, I know they work. Okay. So with that being said, you just make sure you do your research. Okay. As I stated earlier, I have a passion for people. And I'm a helper. I just love helping. And so when I do hear, like whenever I had explained to my friend about CBD and about the PDQ, I called her because it was new for her. And so I wanted to make sure that she was pleased. And so with that being said, I said, okay, how are things going? And I asked her, how did she apply the new product? And then when she explained to me, I said, well, when I have someone to call me and they inform me that if they're drinking the coffee, they have lost weight, I'm very excited about that because it proves that our products do work. Okay. If I market maybe or sell rather my pain cream, and then somebody contact me and say, look, I want to order some more pain cream or what have you, and then I can give them the information on how to order the particular product. And sometimes I've had someone to tell someone, and so they wanted to purchase some products as well. And so, people have different ailments and what have you. And so I listen to them and I get information from them. And then that helps me to decide on what would be best for them. And when they come back to me and tell me, for example, my son informed me about the blast caps. And he was like, Mom, that stuff is off the chain. And so he began to tell me about how things were dark. And because he had on some shades, he had to take them off. And he said when he consumed the blast caps, he was like, Ma, everything became so clear. He said, and I could take the shades off because I could actually see really, really good. And so that made me feel good as well. And then, whenever I see someone and I know that they may need some help or what have you, and they're willing to take my business card or what have you, and then they contact me and tell me what their problems are, and I begin to talk to them. I'm very passionate and I listen, and I try to give them the best information that I can in make a decision. And some people I have referred them to the oil, the CBD oil, and as I said before, my daughter, she used it actually for a test. She had contracted viral meningitis at the age of 4, and I had given her actually a blast cap, which is a drink. And she came back home and she's like, Ma, I like the blast cap. She said, it really helps me to think. And so that made me feel good as well. And so this is why I do what I do. And again, to give people an option, because some people are even allergic to medications. And so with that being said, we have options that we can pretty much lead our customers to. Okay, now our CBD oil, okay? This is something that you consume as well, and it comes in different strengths. We have actually 500 milligrams of CBD oil. Then we have the actual 1,000 milligrams of CBD oil, and then we have 1,500. Now, if you're new and you never utilized the oil before, I would suggest that you start out with 500 milligrams first. And then whenever you see that it works for you, but you might feel like, okay, I'm not quite getting there yet. Well, what you can do the next week, okay, you can, there's a nozzle or like a little child's, when you have to give your baby some medication, you suction it up in the bottle. Well, we have a top like that as well. And so it has different numbers on it. And so if you're fine with that 500 milligram during that whole week that you're taking it, then you can stay there. But if you feel like you need a little bit more, you can go up the second notch on that particular top. And then wherever you feel comfortable, then that's where you stay. Okay. And then you will begin to see the change as you take it. And I would estimate within about 30 days, you'll see a change. Now, with the cream, and it also depends on if you're having muscle aches and pains and so forth. And, oh, let me go back to the oil. Now, this has been stated through my research. The oil is very good for anyone that has anxieties and depression. Okay. Now, you do the same thing as when you take it in the beginning. You see how it worked for that week. And then if you feel like you need a little, go up to the notch, then you do that. But I would suggest anyone that may have any type of anxieties or depressions or something like that, that you take it. Or even one particular partner mentioned that actually she's a doctor. She mentioned that she had actually suggested that one of her patients' daughter take the CBD oil because she had ADHD. And the mother was having really difficulty with her daughter. And so she was getting frustrated, of course. And so when the doctor informed us, she said the mom came back. She was happy. She was smiling and she was excited. And she says, I love my daughter. Okay. So that, you know, when you get reports like that, you know that it works. And so now she's at ease and everything is going fine. Stress, yes. Stress, anxiety, anything that's dealing with your mental capacity. If you're frustrated or you find yourself frustrated, and you know sometimes women have PMS or what have you, you can do that as well. You can take because actually the oil is very good for anyone that has cramps as well. Or you can also use the pain cream. If you have cramps, you can rub it on your stomach, and so you can see the difference as well. But the oil is very good. As I stated, I love the oil. It can help your whole entire system. Most of these products, this is what they do. They help your whole entire system. Meaning if something is going on in one particular area and then you discover something is going on somewhere else. For example, if you are stressed out, you have depression and so forth, the oil is going to work for everything. But if you're having muscle aches and pain in the combination of that, then you're going to use a combination of products. Meaning you can take your CBD oil, and you can also apply the pain cream on your knee, your elbow, or whatever is causing your aches and pains. Okay, now, if you all would like more information, please contact me at Andrea Faison 57 at gmail.com. I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have, okay? Also, you can contact me. This is my number, 910-286-8674. And we can discuss anything that you have any questions for. My website is oxzgen.com/L1166095, which is oxygen, but it's not the oxygen that we inhale, okay? Glorious Hemp is the name of my business. And again, I am Andrea Faison. As I stated earlier, we do stand by our products. So if you find that the product does not work for you, by all means, you need to get in contact with the company and inform them that you're, whatever the situation may be. And then they'll give you a phone number that you can dial. And you're going to have to give them some information telling them why you no longer want to utilize the products. And they'll be able to assist you at that particular time. Okay, now, in addition to the products that I had mentioned earlier, we do, as I stated, we have other products. So guess what? We have some body butter. And our body butter is very good. As you can see, I do utilize it, okay? And so it is very good for your skin. You can use it on your face as well. And it is very good for people that may have eczema, which my daughter does, and this is why I purchased it. And it does go real smoothly against your skin. And so if you're having any type of problems with your skin, even dryness, or if it's excessively dry, you can use this as well, okay? And it goes on very smoothly. Okay, now, this particular product, this is from our holistic group, okay? Now, this is our body butter, and it goes on very smoothly, and it's very good for, especially like now with the winter, most of us get dry skin, okay? And so, especially if you shower a lot. So with this right here, you will be pleased. It goes on very smoothly, as I stated, and it will make you feel supple, okay? You can use it on your face and your entire body. This is one of my favorite. And this, as I stated, this is one of our wellness coffees. And it has at least about 15% of milligrams. I'm sorry, I keep saying 15%, but 15 milligrams of CBD, okay? Now, this is French vanilla, and it actually tastes like French vanilla, okay? And so this also have the immune oil in it, and it also helps you to lose weight. And as I stated before, give us a little, about 30 days, and you will see, at least you'll see that you've lost some inches, okay? And you'll begin to feel better. It's very, very good when it comes to your health, okay? This is going to make you feel really good. You don't have to worry about the coffee that gives it. You don't have to worry about getting the jitters with this coffee. This is very much unlike what you're going to find on the shelf in the grocery store. Okay, now I get excited because this is our immune boost. Okay, just before the COVID came out, amazingly, this was being produced. And so I utilized this. This is really, really, really good. And we have to do a lot of research. And guess what? We are on group meet. So with that being said, I happened to go on and check what was going on. And we have to check about meetings and so forth and trainings. I discovered that, how about CBD is very good for the COVID. Now, I'm not recommending anybody I don't recommend that anybody does not get their vaccine. But guess what? This will really help you, okay? Now, I have taken this, and I've taken my other products along with some herbs and so forth. But I'm telling you, this is really good. My daughter had a cold. She came home, and I had to nurse her back to health. And I'm telling you, this works wonders, okay? Now, this particular immune boost, you can take the pill every day. It has 30 capsules in it, okay? So make sure that you take it, and first you talk to your doctor first, and then you take it on a daily basis, just like you would your medicine, okay? Well, with the research being just recent, it didn't really say that, but it was saying that it's not the cure-all, okay? But they have done some testing, and they have actually said that there was a certain percentage of people that did not get the COVID. If I'm not mistaken now, some people may have had the COVID. Okay, as I stated earlier, I am the product of the product. So with that being said, oh my goodness. About 2.5 years ago, I went to training in South Carolina, and this was introduced to us. And so we purchased it. Well, a few of us purchased it the same day that it was introduced. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. This gives you energy. You can feel the difference and how you felt before you take it. If you were having some problems or what have you, needed energy, you're going to feel the difference. I would think within about 24 hours to 72 hours. Okay. Now, as I say, this is 20% CBD. Okay. So, or hemp. Okay. So, this right here, I was talking to one of my partners, and she said, Angie, not only is it good for our endocannabinoid system, she informed me, she said, because she's from Asia, and she says, actually, we use this for our skin over in China or in Asia, okay? We'll say Asia, over in Asia. I said, really? And I'm telling you, she has some beautiful skin. She's of age, okay? But I'm telling you, her skin is beautiful. And so, of course, I want to remain beautiful too. So with that being said, I consume this, all right? And like I said, it makes you feel, give you energy, and it makes you feel really good. And it makes your skin supple. This is our Delta 9. This is the newer pain cream. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very, very good. I'll put a little bit on my hand, and you just rub it in, okay? This is how you do it. Whatever your pain area is, you're going to rub it in. Okay, and you're going to give it a few minutes. If you don't have a high tolerance for pain, okay, within minutes, you're going to see a difference. Okay, now if you have a high level of tolerance for pain, well, you might have to utilize more than just the pain cream. But this is our Oxygen Delta 9, okay, and it is very, very good. And I do utilize this as well, okay, and it has the vitamin E in it. All different types of the emu oil, as I mentioned, aloe in it as well. And it's extracts that are in here. And so the glycerin. Okay. So you see my skin. See the difference? Okay. This is the second one from our holistic products. Okay. We have different types of products. And this is a holistic product here. Now, okay, I'm not ashamed of my age. I have just turned 64 years old. And so with that being said, voila, okay? So I do use this as a scrub. This is our charcoal scrub. And it does have charcoal, okay? Voila. So what you do, you take it and you rub it on your face. Such as, wait a minute, one moment, please. You're going to rub it on your face as such, okay? And it's going to scrub all of the dead skin, especially scrub all of the dead skin off of your face, and we really need it now because of the cold, okay? So we still, again, want our skin to look healthy, all right? And as you rub it in, then you're going to at least take it and wash it off your face. Don't do a lot of scrubbing though, because it's very, very, it works, it's very effective, I'll say. Okay? So, within weeks, you will see a difference as well. All right? And as I stated, this is from our holistic approach, holistic group. Okay. This right here is our 25 milligram hemp CBD. Okay, this is a dietary supplement, but it works very well. Okay, and here, right here, you will see, you have to take this you should not have to, take it every day, and you really will feel the effects of it. I take this, okay, so I am the product of the product, and so I do utilize these products quite often. And it really does give you energy. It makes you feel better. It makes you calm if you're having difficulties during the day, especially when I mentioned earlier about depression. It makes you feel pretty good. Even with your anxieties, it's calming, okay? All these products are good, okay? Okay, now this is Oxygen Blast Cap, okay? Now, it actually comes in a container like a lemon. You know how you purchase lemonade, the powder in a container. Well, it's in a container as well. But these are just little samples. For example, if you're going out for the day to go work out in the gym, or if you're going on vacation or what have you, or going to travel, you can put these little packets into your purse or pouch or what have you. And these are really, really good. They give you energy. As I stated earlier on, it actually is good for your cognitive skills. Okay, it helps you to think. And some of us, if you're stressed out or whatever, sometimes you just don't think rationally or think straight. This will gear you back to being able to think. Okay, and these come in like 10 in a pack. Okay, and as I stated, you can take them with you wherever you go. When you go out to eat or what have you, you want to make sure that you have your energy. I would say so because when I first took it, everything just got so bright. It was like, whoa. And this is another thing that my son had mentioned too. Remember I said earlier that he said, oh, mama, everything got so bright. It will. This is very good. And you'll see the difference the minute that you drink it because it's something new for you. Sometimes things are in our system and we get accustomed to taking it and you don't really see the difference. Trust me, you will see a difference in this. Okay? It's like any other drink. The only difference is if you want energy, trust me, this is not going to give you the jitters because a lot of energy drinks out here are not good for you. They can cause health problems actually. But this, no. You're pretty safe taking these or consuming these, drinking these. Okay? Pretty safe. And I really would advise that over the others that some people purchase. They get the jitters. This doesn't do that. This is much safer. Oh, remember, everything is wellness here. Okay, right here, we also have, this is Montevita tea. So this is a particular group, the Montevita coffee and the Montevita tea. This works just like the coffee. It still have the immune ingredients in it as well. And you're still going to have your vitamins in it too. It's infused with health enhancing Raymond seeds and MCT oil. Okay? So keep that in mind. And these are very healthy for you. The fruits is where you get your vitamins and minerals. All right? And we do have them in different flavors. This happened to be passion fruit. Okay? But we have them in multiple flavors.